previously on into the Yonder Void. So we negotiated with the people of Enoka. They can do some blood contract. Standard procedure, I'm assuming, with the Enoka people. And in doing so, we actually have a new mission added to our current mission. And so now we are looking for a series of mushroom children. And we are planning to talk to some non-kidnapped mushroom children to see if they can help us find the kidnapped ones.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
What's up, guys?
Hey!
Here we go now. Gonna play D&D. And I went down. Sorry. Hi, how are you?
Sorry, guys, we're just testing our new song.
Metallica's making our theme song. It's very similar to I Disappear.
Lars isn't happy about it,
We
but
set
when
notes.
is he?
Yeah. Fix that snare drum.
You gigantic dipshit.
A weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth. And around the table, we have our players.
I'm Billy and I play Nezrah.
I'm Tomas and I play Gil.
I'm Lindsey and I play Fee.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Can.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 24.
Jack Power.
24. 8 times 3. 6 times 4.
5 times.
Multiplication
What
tables.
times 24?
We're taking you to the
24.
casino, Lindsey. That's some math.
Counting cards.
Quick, how many toothpicks on the floor?
We actually owe the casino money. What happened?
We actually didn't even go there, and we owe them, so they just...
We went to an Elvis chapel.
And
Tomas and I are married now. Don't know how that happened. Don't remember that at all.
Thank you very much.
as he famously said numerous times during his tenure
I
as
think I'm having a heart
Last
attack.
words, it's on his tombstone. On the toilet.
Spank you very much. God, I want those to be my last words.
Me too. I hope we die together and say that.
Spank you very much.
Telling Louise.
And then we blow
Oh, I
up.
was imagining way sadder, like The Notebook, like just curled up in the bed together.
Yeah, that's how I was picturing it too.
I was definitely picturing an explosion like Seth was.
Like we're just facing off against the asteroid. We look at each other. Our hands are locked, fingers laced. We look at each other, wink, look at the asteroid. Spank you very much. Kaboom!
Yeah, you do the Randy Quaid from Independence Day.
Hey,
I'm
boys,
back.
I'm back. Spank you very much.
I'm just now realizing the implications of like
His whole character.
Well, no, he
Him in real life.
Oh,
he
yeah.
probed through the ship's butthole.
Yeah, he got him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tit for tat.
You got him
Yeah.
butt.
Butt for butt.
Oh. Yeah. And those aliens wouldn't want to be probed by those ones.
Nah, dude, those heads.
I mean, those tendrils, like,
Yeah, all of it
Yeah,
is
nothing
very
good.
invasive.
yeah. Poor Randy Quaid. He's never the same.
It's amazing that he stayed intact, like,
He's
anatomically.
just fucking insane.
Like
Yeah.
his soul is prolapsed.
I just remember seeing that scene when I was a kid. And I was just like, that is so awesome. It's just like, what a great final stand.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
It's
like-
2022.
Yes.
Oh my god!
We have a review.
We have a
And
review.
we have a review. We're kicking the year off right.
I mean, technically, this is probably the second episode of 2022, or is this going to be the first
This is
one?
the first one. Yeah,
Nice.
because this will be Thursday's episode.
Oh, fuck yeah.
yeah.
We are behind.
So welcome to 2022, guys. How's it feel so far?
So good.
Pushy,
Cushy?
but
Just
also slimy.
Good.
Squeaky.
I love being on an even number. It feels right.
We're in that tentative
Taylor
part
Swift
where I
song.
don't know if 2022 is going to be good yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's wait until after the 6th of January at least.
I mean, in 2020, it was like the second day. 2020 was such a shit show because like the second day it was like, oh, we might be going into war.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
A lot has happened in the past 2 years, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a ride.
Not only
we
in the
have
real
stayed
world,
strong.
Yeah.
but also in our fictitious world.
Yeah.
And in our hearts.
Yes.
Yeah.
In our farts, indeed.
My aorta. Wait, what?
Wait, I didn't say that. No, that's mischaracterization.
I agree to it.
You're locked in now, buddy. Everybody knows you said in our farts.
All right, so this review comes from Chris D.
Yeah, Christy.
He left this review on Castbox in
Wait,
September.
Was it Crystalia?
No.
'Cause that's not. That's problematic.
If it was, I'm protecting their name because they still reviewed it. Hey guys, messaging from prison. I just wanted to take the time to give you a review on Castbox.
Let you know I'm the one kidnapping those mushroom kids.
Okay, so Castbox in September. To iterate this, I mean, again,
Oh boy.
obviously leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts will be the most quick and efficient way to get a review to us, but I was looking around and I found this one from Chris D in September.
Is it Chris T or Chris D?
D.
Okay.
I found this podcast about a month ago and have caught up, which is a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Good
God.
for you.
But I gotta say I love it. It quickly became one of my favorite podcasts, right next to Critical Role. The humor and
Definitely on the same level.
The humor and emotion of the players makes everything feel so real. I didn't want the first campaign to end. The second campaign, I wasn't sure about the characters, but I quickly started to enjoy them. Gil is my favorite so far.
Did he write that in all
Emphasis.
caps?
No, can't wait to hear
But it's
more
bold and
episodes.
italicized.
I just wanted to iterate that.
No, I knew what you were doing.
Okay.
You dick.
We see you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Chris D.
Thanks, Chris D.
You can leave us reviews anywhere. I'll find them someday.
There have been a few times like this person left this 7 months ago.
They died the time that I read the review.
Oh no.
So that was nice. That was real nice of them.
Yeah.
It's good that, I mean, obviously when you're changing campaigns, you got to get used to like everyone like feel it out first. Like,
I mean, yeah.
it's not the same as the Lineage of Moonreach at all. So
No.
yeah, but
It's
we
yeah.
appreciate everyone like taking the time to get accustomed to it.
Yeah,
so.
and not only for the listener's perspective, but even like especially you guys, you know, hanging up the hat of those old characters and then having to, you know, get into the mindset of a different character after you've fallen in love with who you were playing for literal years.
And I loved being Tomar, but personally I love trying to be something else. Like playing Gil so far has been really fun.
Yeah.
Being Tomar was like I gotta be kind of stodgy and stuff, but yeah, it's fun.
And yeah, now we're in 2022 with these new characters, and you know, let's just kind of see what 2022 brings, because I feel like this campaign is going to do some crazy shit. So
Yeah.
just based on you guys' general vibe.
We have a crazy shit vibe.
Some of you do.
Hey.
You don't know who I was talking
Stay
about.
out of my shit.
Take offense.
My crazy shit.
I really thought you were gonna hit us with feel.
Like a
Like a
natural woman. Yeah.
Let's go, Gil.
What were you gonna do?
Are you going to say
Nobody was gonna say, "Let's go, girls."
Yeah.
You didn't say it. You should have said.
Let's go, Gil.
Let's go, Gil.
Oh, Gil. I love it.
The pleasure on your face. I genuinely believe that you loved it.
Yeah, I completely changed my view of the
I haven't even
song.
seen you look at your son like that.
Just the first 5 seconds. Then he
Okay.
pooped, and I was like, oh, here we go.
This whole chestnut.
Here we go again.
There's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Which is what we are in store for.
Yeah.
What is in store for us? What we are in lieu of.
Luau.
And what we are.
What we are.
Period.
We are who we are.
Crazy shit.
All right, now it's
are
time for
crazy shit.
tonight's Around the Campfire question. I like that you said that into the water bottle like it was a microphone. When you have a microphone, you just cranking up the knob on nonsense. All right, tonight's Around the Campfire question is, I want you to briefly describe a defining or just memorable moment in your childhood and how it influenced your life. And I'm going to start with Gil, because I feel like you were thinking about that one you were just staring off into space.
I lived in the house with my mom and her two sisters, and for the most part, they were all pretty nice to me. Deirdre was kind of short-tempered, and she would yell at me and stuff, but she was still mostly nice. But they always said, Gildebrand, don't go into the attic. Bad stuff in the attic, you'll get in trouble if you go into the attic. And I was like, if anyone knows me, when I get told something like, don't go somewhere, don't do that thing, I'm probably going to do that thing at least once. And I did, and they got really mad. So mad that they looked way different than what they normally do. Like, their arms got way big and their faces got all scary and shit. And they started yelling at me. And my mom actually had to get in the way of them. And she sent me to my room, and for like a couple of hours, I just heard like a bunch of crazy shit happening in the house. So yeah, after that, didn't go back to the attic. I don't even really know what I saw up there, but it was weird. It didn't really change anything. It was just weird, and I remember that really vividly.
I'd say it's very nice, but that sounds horrifying.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have done it. They said don't do it, so.
Just another Tuesday.
It was probably poop or asbestos.
Poop asbestos.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why did your guys' brains join into in the singularity at that moment?
The chocolate stars.
Well.
All right.
Just can't help it.
Fee.
Well, it's, not super nice of you to ask me about my childhood when I don't remember.
Asshole.
Rude.
Oh my God, I am an asshole.
Okay, so I was still in technical childhood years when I met Cloven Birch, and there was, I guess, one fond memory I have with them. Then what is the question again?
And just a strong memory or a defining moment that,
okay,
shaped you or influenced you.
So a defining moment was, so I'm going to be honest, it's not going to paint me in a good light, but when I first got with Cloven Birch and they took me in, I wasn't really as appreciative as I should have been. I was what one may call angsty for a good while there, and I just was really kind of combative with everything. And a good moment was when they kind of showed me they were on my side. I mean, obviously I didn't know anything about myself at that time, and they took me to a library that I was not supposed to have access to, so don't tell anybody in case, but they gave me access to the library, and I got to read about some different things from the Fae in different places, and it just helped me know that they were there for me. It made me feel really happy to have someone there for me, and hopefully they're okay. Anyway.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Fee. Can.
Remember how I said I was the second tallest in my class?
Yes.
Well, I used to be the first tallest. It was actually one of the top 5 most interesting things about me. Then this guy named Janby moved to our island.
Yes,
and he
Janby.
was so tall. He wasn't even a halfling.
Cheater.
His parents just got stuck here because they were like trying to fix their stupid ship, and then they stayed so long that they enrolled him in our school.
I'm picturing Alf.
He doesn't even go here.
And now, like, no one is even impressed by how tall I am, which is actually very, very tall for a halfling.
How tall is Can?
What is it, like 3 feet?
I think 3 feet even. Yeah.
What's standard halfling height?
About 3 feet.
We're a stunted island.
Well, thank you so much, Can, for sharing that.
It's
You're
all
welcome.
the gamma rays that are belted into the island.
And Nez.
So I remember growing up and having a lot of questions for Father, and at one point, he stopped being able to answer them. And he would tell me, I don't know, Nez. We should maybe figure that out. And that kind of opened the door to me to realize that not any one person has all the answers, and you have to go and find the truth for yourself.
Yeah, Nez, Dad.
That's nice. That's nice and
That's good.
uplifting.
That is nice.
That was way different from mine.
Mine feels petty now.
All right, shall we get started?
Yeah.
All right. When we last left off, you guys were in the Spore village of Enoka. Sorry, I should have let you do it. When we last left off, Tomas, where were we?
The Spore village of Enoka. Those are the mushroom people.
And you guys had just been contracted by the village leadership to help them.
Oh shit, that was the leadership. Uh-oh. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh yeah, and Gil is still drunk,
I thought that was the custodial staff.
which is why I was so rude.
Demands.
I am your king. But yeah, and they contracted you guys to assist them with a problem. The village was seeing a lot of disappearing youths. You guys...
I don't know why. Every time someone says youths, it's just
My
really
cousin
funny to
Vinny.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, every time. Yes. I'm sorry, what did you say?
And you guys are currently gathering supplies and, you know, tooting around the village and
Toot, toot.
getting ready to go do that, I assume. I shouldn't assume, actually, because you guys could just fuck off with the 10 gold that you got and just leave.
Yeah, I'm actually leaving the campaign, and
What you guys do know, though, is that none of the Basidi, these mushroom people, are able to leave outside of a certain radius, which makes this a much more complicated issue for them. Normally, they would be able to do this themselves, but something has been keeping them contained. And Can had discovered a note written in Druidic saying that if they basically knew the methods, any druid could contact this person, but you also knew that because of the radius of that spell, while not having access to it, you'd know that they have to be within 3 miles.
I want to find them.
Well, okay. And let's start. Gil's still drunk. Can just read that message. Nez, what are you up to?
I'm still kind of taken aback that the kid that I was asking questions to ran off.
Yep, there
Kind of
was also
scared.
that.
I was like,
Was he scared? I thought he was just pissed off at you.
It was it could have gone both ways. It was a very mysterious reaction.
I took it
Left
as a
up
like
to interpretation.
I
Yeah.
can't talk to you about this. They'll kill me, kind of thing. And fuck you for bringing it up, kind of thing. So like, kind of scared, but also fuck you.
And Fee, what are you doing?
I was going to just kind of search around the area and simultaneously kind of go off in a quieter place in the outskirts to try to talk to T.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I guess what is everybody planning to do? So Fee is going to go do that. Are you going to continue to try to talk to some of the children, Nez?
I think I'll try and talk to 1 or 2 more just to completely deplete that possibility.
All right, so you were going to keep attempting a little bit. And Gil, what are you doing?
I was making a point to follow Fee.
Okay, so you're going to follow Fee and Can. What is your plan?
I want to find that druid.
Okay.
I want to crack this code.
Okay. All right. So let's start with you, Fee. Actually, I take that back. Gil, are you following Fee clandestinely, or are you being obvious about it?
No, I'm like picking my teeth and just walking casually.
Okay.
I just noticed that everybody like parted ways, and I was just like, I don't know what to do, so I just started following her.
Okay. So you're not trying to hide your presence,
right?
At all. Okay.
Yeah.
Fee, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 12.
Okay. Since you're basically like locked into searching for a nice spot, you're not really paying attention at the moment. You're not really aware of who's dogging your footsteps. So go ahead and give me an actual perception roll to see if you can find a spot, unless you would like to deep search, and then you can do investigation.
Is Crumb still sleeping?
Crumb is still sleeping for the moment.
Okay. 16 for perception.
Okay, 16 for perception. You're able to see like a few different sections of this village are a little bit quieter. As I mentioned previously, it's ringed in these giant trees. So everywhere you look outside of like where the mushroom buildings are these massive trees. Now, because of that, the village itself, as you've kind of gleaned from seeing, they grow their... they kind of let the mushroom structures grow to a specification, but they also build the village around the contours of like the roots of these trees and how that works. So there's a lot of little nooks and crannies that are, kind of little tributaries, offshoots, and some you think, oh, that's pretty narrow. Maybe that's a little spot, a little alleyway. But you do see in your general area, there's like 2 or 3 little sections. One's kind of off by the like merchant, or not merchant areas, but more like the kind of the general, like you've got some what appears to be like a store, maybe right by the inn. There's another like little avenue that kind of curls back around there into like a little hidey hole in the roots. And you also see off on your right hand side, a bit further down, there looks to be like a narrow, like a slim path that doesn't seem to be surrounded by any houses or anything.
Okay. I might go over by the merchant area.
Okay.
Because I'll probably want to hit that up after, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's this mushroom building with a sign hanging off of it that has like what looks to be like a compass of some kind, like the protractor compass. Mm-hmm. And there's like a feather coming off of it on the sign, and you can see that there's like a couple of people coming out and they're like discussing. But yeah, if you go to the left-hand side of that, you can kind of curl around into the back and you can see that there's like this open area. It's very isolated, and it looks like maybe this is like a break area, because you can see just like a crate back there, and it looks like there's like a little pot for what might be a plant, but you can see that there's like when you get back there, you can see that there's like leaves of like chewed recreational drugs, like
some
tobacco.
electric lettuce.
Salad.
So you're just gonna hop back there and see what you can see.
Would I, with that perception roll, would I have picked up on Gil being around? Because I am also trying to make sure there's not people watching me.
Oh, you are trying to make sure. Yeah. Then yeah, with that perception roll, he's not trying to hide anything. So yeah, the minute you started like making sure that nobody was following you, you see that someone is following you.
Okay.
If she clocks me, I'm like just like casually like looking around, and then I meet her gaze and I just like smile.
Right. I imagined it was like in Finding Nemo, where she's like looking back like, what? You're still here. Hey, Gil.
Hey, what's up?
I might need some privacy a little bit.
What for?
Not to offend you. I might pee again. You know?
You might pee again.
Only dynamic. I need you to fuck off because I gotta pee.
Well, I can hang back, but if you're gonna go off on your own in the weird place,
Yeah.
I should probably.
I appreciate you being protective. Thank you.
Wow, that was dismissive.
I didn't mean to be dismissive.
I don't know. Ken gave me shit earlier about getting separated from the group, so
Sure.
I was like, well, I'll follow her. Why not?
Well, thank you. Yeah, this'll just be a quick little pee break. Yeah, I can give you a signal when I'm done.
Totally.
Okay. I mean, with that being said, maybe don't stray too far. I know sometimes you find fun stuff.
All right,
to
see
do.
you later.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna try and sneak.
Give me
If she pees, I'll feel really bad.
give me an insight check, and then you give me deception fee,
Okay.
and then you give me an insight check, Gil.
It's feeception.
22.
Okay.
21.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That was close.
So from what you've learned about Fee, seems like she's obviously got a mysterious past, but you know some of that. But she doesn't seem like the type to just necessarily need to lie. And clearly, like, there's a pattern of behavior here where you guys have established this dynamic, as Billy pointed out. But there's just the one moment. There's no giveaway at all in the way that she's speaking.
I can tell when you're bluffing because you talk about
Well, she
bodily
always
fluids.
got the pee.
But yeah, there was you just caught this weird motion to her face, like it was just a almost
one glance to the right or
imperceptible
something.
tell,
Yeah.
and you picked up on it. Because you've spent your time around liars, so you recognize lying to a degree. So you don't think she's peeing, but also you don't think, based on that it's anything like super worrisome.
Right.
But yeah, she's definitely not gonna go pee.
Yeah, the lie is what made me more curious.
Yes.
So I'm definitely gonna follow.
Okay, and we'll get right back to you guys. Can
Yes.
you would like to try to figure out how you can contact this person? Now, you know that the spell
Yeah.
is outside of your range at the moment. It's a bit beyond your capabilities. However, maybe you would know that if you're trying to find a druid, there's usually other signs. So if you would like, you can do either a survival or an investigation roll.
Yell at some trees.
Hey, you
And
see
I guess
any
tell me
shit?
how a druid like yourself might be able to discern the direction of another druid.
Are there animals like up in this forest?
I was just thinking that.
So, not that you guys have necessarily seen. You've heard some animals, but inside the village itself, it doesn't seem like there's many animals. They either don't keep them as pets, but they definitely don't eat them. So you haven't seen a ton of animals, but you've seen birds flying overhead and stuff, and there's probably stuff up in the trees.
Also, I can't stop thinking about like portobello mushrooms and how you like pop them off like the stems, and I can't stop
Feels
thinking about
violent
like them like popping it off like a hat and just like hanging it up when they get
But their
home.
eyes are still
Oh,
attached.
fuck. That's adorable.
Yeah, they pull too much off.
Please.
Sometimes it's not a clean pull.
I take it back. That's not adorable anymore.
Now it's horrifying.
Different kind of movie.
So I'm going to do survival,
Okay.
and I'm going to do basically like a little vibe check.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going
Alright.
to open my ears, my nose, my heart, and I'm going to see if I can just kind of get a sense of where I think a druid might be.
Okay.
If I were a druid,
Give me, of which I am.
Right here, man.
where would I be?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival roll.
I'd be right here, man.
Oh, that was shit. 11.
11. So, yeah, you like kind of open yourself up. You're like, it has to be within 3 miles if they're still around. You weren't sure how long ago that message was placed there, but there's a good chance if it's still around. But yeah, there's something that's kind of like blocking your perception, and that in this village. And you think it might have to do with the fact that it's kind of cut off now. As they mentioned, there's something stopping them. So you think that if you want a better shot, you're actually going to have to leave the confines of the village, and maybe that'll give you a lot more opportunity to do what you want.
More bandwidth.
Oh.
Yeah, they're throttling your connection right now.
Fucking oligopolies.
Well, I guess if that's the case, I'm just going to ask somebody.
Okay.
Is it on a building, did you say?
Yeah, it's like on the kind of the section of an awning.
Is it an open building?
Yeah, it's an awning to an open, like, kind of merchant.
Oh my god, is the awning like a
storefront.
thin membrane? Of
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is great.
I'm going in.
You're going in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking village.
So you go.
I don't think I'm gonna leave. This is the end of the road for you guys.
You guys just keep doing missions for this for this village.
You know, I think we have other things to do. Why aren't we leaving?
We love it here. You enter this. It was like an unemblazoned storefront, so you're not 100% sure what kind of place this is. But as you walk in, you can see that there's a bunch of books in here. And you can see that there's two people behind the counter having a conversation. They're both Basidi, and they're just going back and forth. And you're already picking up from the conversation that they're very, like, they're more than just business partners. These two are either related or they're, like, in a relationship, because they're going back and forth, and you just hear him like, I know I placed it here somewhere, but I can't find it. And then you hear the other one say, you're always misplacing things. Why don't you pick a better system to keep track? It would make it so much easier for the customers. Oh, you're always giving me guff.
Stabs him.
You witness a murder.
Takes his hat off.
I'm just going to politely stand there and wait for them to finish their conversation.
Oh, they like notice you. Hello, little one.
You mean the second tallest in my class? Hi. So I have a question.
Oh, that's what we're here for.
Oh,
We are, as you can see, purveyors of knowledge.
perfect. So there's a symbol on your awning outside.
Oh, is there?
Who did that? Ooh, my voice cracked.
You might have to be more specific. Yeah, you might have to be more specific. What kind of a symbol is it?
It's a druidic symbol.
Druidic symbol. Well, we have druids here. Neither of us are druids, but if maybe if you went and talked to Imani, you would be able to discern if there were any druids that left that message.
Imani.
Imani, yes.
Who's that?
One of the central members of our leadership. They're a druid of some regard and notoriety.
Wait, we went and we talked to the leaders.
Then you might have seen Imani. Of course, if Imani is busy, you can talk to Imani's apprentice.
Who's that?
Imani's apprentice is Nacius.
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 Where does Nacius hang out?
Around the leadership's hall, usually finding a place that's kind of quiet so that they can study.
So, like, where do your druids, like, hang out and live around here?
Various places. They don't have like an enclave or anything. They just live their normal lives being druids, and they look you up and down, I'm sure you were able to do.
I'm familiar.
So, I would say...
I can tell by your pants.
The druidy pants.
Oh no, I've druid my pants again.
I would say perhaps go seek out Nacius near the leadership building, or Any of the others, you'll know the druids, I imagine, if you see them.
Cool. So you have a bunch of books.
We do have a bunch of books.
Is this like a store?
No, this is an oasis of knowledge here. Anyone in the village can borrow these books.
What kind of knowledge?
What do you want to know?
Well, I mainly wanted to know about that druidic symbol.
Well, we have books on symbols if you're interested in that.
Well, I know what the symbol is. I get that.
Books with various symbols from all over the world.
That sounds time-consuming.
We've got books about cooking and books about riding creatures and books about everything. A lot of basic level knowledge, but we also have more practical and advanced skill set knowledge in some of these books.
That all sounds really interesting. But I'm about to leave. To go do stuff.
Well, if you were about to leave and go do stuff, are you planning on coming back?
Well, I think we're gonna have to come back from our mission.
You're on a mission, and you said you just left from the leadership, so I'm assuming this has to do,
And they look at each other.
with the missing children.
Yeah.
One moment.
And he goes into the back and rustles around, and the other one's left out there to kind of chat with you. So, where are you from?
I am from the island of Luta.
Luta. And she scurries over and grabs a book off the shelf and starts flipping through it. And then she holds it up, and you see this very detailed drawing of 5 islands. And one of them is definitely Luta, but you don't recognize the script, but you can definitely see that this is based on the 5 islands of Luta.
Luta.
Yeah, that's the one.
Interesting. What are you doing here?
Well, it was a whole situation with a portal.
Oh.
It wasn't
Okay.
It wasn't an intentional trip here, but happy to be here nonetheless.
Oh, well, we welcome you.
And she closes the book and slides it back in.
If you do return after your mission and perhaps stay a while, I would like to talk more about your time on the village of Luta.
It's been my whole time.
So you're quite knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And the other one comes out from the back and has this big thick book and sets it on the counter.
If you promise to bring this back, I'll let you borrow it.
What is it?
It is a detailed list of the flora and fauna in this area.
Oh.
It might be helpful for an adventurer such as yourself. Though you may be fairly knowledgeable about plants, this will allow you to know even more in depth.
That sounds super useful.
But you have to promise to bring it back.
Okay.
And he slides it over.
What is your name so that I can put it in the register?
My full name?
If you so choose.
I'll just do Can.
Can.
And he starts scribbling in this big huge ledger, and you can see from the it's pretty low. You can see that this has a ton of names in it, so and dates. It looks like maybe you can't read what any of them are because you don't recognize the script, but it's definitely a long list in this huge ledger.
Do you need my blood or anything?
No, that's okay. That's only for contracts.
Well, all right.
This is a heavy book, I'm realizing now. Or do you think you can carry it?
Let me see if I have room in my pack.
All right, are you gonna attempt to
Yeah.
pick this up?
I'm going to move some stuff around.
Okay. This book is too big to fit in your pack for sure, but it does have a strap on it. So if you wanted to, you could reasonably like connect it to the strap on your pack.
I'm going to front load it.
You're going to front load it? Okay. So go ahead and give me a strength check.
This is adorable. Just like strapping it to the top of a Volkswagen.
Like, how much of my torso does this book take up?
The majority of it. It's a big book, and it's very thick. It's probably
little limbs on
what would you
all
say?
sides of it.
It's like 6 inches thick, maybe.
Oh, damn. 14.
14. Yeah, it's a little weighty, but you're able to, like, without too much issue, attach it. And it's heavy, but like it's not outside of your realm of strength.
I got it.
All right, so you kind of affix it there, and now you have this big book. It's latched in the front as well, so it won't just like fall open while you're walking around like an accordion. And you have it attached to you.
And this is kind of convenient now, because now if maybe I like come across a plant and I'm like, oh, maybe I need to know a little bit more about this plant. Book's right here.
Yes, it seems like that could be quite convenient.
Right in front.
Right in front. Well, is there anything else we can do for you?
I don't think so. This is actually more than I had thought I was going to get. So...
Well, wonderful, think you can. And by the way, my name is Capritos, and this is Nalanasa.
Capritos. Nalanica.
Nalanasa.
And Nacious.
You're looking for Nacious.
Nacious.
Yes.
Okay.
Or Nacious is understudy.
Nacious is the understudy.
Yeah, he's the apprentice.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The main one was Amani.
Amani. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Capri Sun.
Capritos. Yeah, Capritos.
Capritos. Okay. Well, it's great to meet you.
yes, this has been very, very interesting.
And then Nalanasa like leans forward.
Please remember to come back to discuss the nature of your homeland with me.
Definitely. So the missing kids.
Oh, yes.
Do you guys have any missing kids?
We do not.
Do you know what happened?
We do not, but we hope that someone can figure it out.
Yeah, then we can put that in a book.
That might be a good idea.
Then maybe more kids won't go missing.
That's the hope, always.
The one.
And now we're gonna switch to Nez. Nez, you looking for more kids?
Yes.
All right.
This time, I'm gonna look for ones that don't look as sad or alone.
Okay. So you see several groups of kids playing.
Hi, what are you guys playing?
They like look up at you, and then they like get really excited, and one of them unrolls a picture.
You helped me earlier. You drew this for me.
Oh, yes. Did you guys like that?
Yeah. Are you gonna draw more?
I could.
And I kind of like dust myself off and kind of get down on the ground and cross my legs, and I get like some more parchment out and put it on my lap, and I just kind of start sketching. And then I look up at them every once in a while and,
Do you guys know about any of your friends going missing?
Give me persuasion, and I will allow you to add a +1 to whatever you roll.
17.
17. The kids are like, one of them like looks over.
Missing? What are you talking about?
Do you have any friends or maybe classmates from school that aren't around anymore?
A couple of them like look up.
Well, now that you mention it, yeah, we've seen some people not come in for classes, but we just thought maybe they were staying home to sleep or something.
You can tell these are pretty young little Basidi. The vibe you're picking up is they might not know that their friends are missing.
I want a little picture of like a tiny Basidi. Like a Basidi tot. Oh.
with the portobello, like the top is like a little too
A toady tot.
Yeah, it's a little too big for the stem body.
That is 100%. They're like short and chubby, but it's one of those things that they eventually grow into the size of their mushroom top. So it's a lot bigger than the rest of them.
God, that's very cute.
It's like, what are those hats? What's the hat that Joker and the Michael Keaton Batman wore?
Like a trilby?
Is that what they're...
No, it's got a wider brim than that.
Talking about like a Panama hat?
Something
No,
like
no,
that.
it has like it's not quite like the military, like fold over thing. It's like more burp. It's like a weird mix between like a chef hat and one of those like military hats that go over to the side.
Like a beret?
I don't know. Yeah, kind of like a beret.
Yeah. Berets like usually like
But
that's
just-
a military beret.
Right, but
yeah.
this one's more like plump and just like
Like a French artist would wear.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just imagining that, but like their head and it's just like lopsided because it's too big and they can't support it sometimes. Anyway,
Wait, do you know which of your classmates hasn't shown up most recently? What's their name?
They like kind of look around. A couple of them are like they're thinking, and then you see one's like putting out fingers, little digits, like these chubby little digits to count.
Well, Igrol didn't show up, and Dajos didn't show up, and Vil didn't show up. Maybe they're skipping.
Do you know their family names?
What?
Do they have surnames?
They like look at each other.
We don't know what that is.
Do they have a second name?
I mean, Vil, sometimes we call him Rocky, 'cause he likes rocks.
Do they have a last name? Do you guys have last names here?
I don't know what that is.
Interesting. Do you have a clan name?
What?
I want to help you so bad. There's one question that you would ask a little kid that they would definitely know, probably, but I don't want to metagame.
What?
Okay.
I want to know for
your
future
social security
communication.
number?
There it is.
You little shit.
shake him until his top pops off.
What are those words? We just have our names.
God damn, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I've got.
I would ask, like, do you know who their mommy or daddy is? Something like that. Because then they would
Okay,
be like,
yes.
yeah, I've seen him around town, you know?
Okay, yes, that.
Look into my eyes.
Sorry.
I saw you looking away.
Do you know Igrel or Dajos or Vil's parents' names?
Yeah, no, not their names, but we can show you where Vil's parents live.
Okay, yeah. If you could show me or point me in that direction, that would be of great help.
Yeah, when you finish drawing, we'll show you.
All done, you little shits. Carry back my son.
Some manipulative mushroom.
No shit. Holy fuck.
Give us the goods.
I make that kid's mushroom top head a little bit bigger than it actually is.
Okay.
No, Gil, or Jesus Christ, my name is not Gil. Nez is not vindictive like that.
I like the idea of your pictures becoming kid currency. I have 3.
I have 3 original Nezras. Fuck off.
So do you finish drawing and then?
Yeah. Just finish drawing and give that to them, and then I kind of get up and dust myself off again, and
Well, lead the way if you would, please.
And they all like cluster around, and they like first they look at the picture and they're all like shoving each other and like giggling and stuff and like pointing out like, hey, that's you. And then they like look up, like they all as one look up. All right, let's go.
All right, thanks.
And they start just like their little short chubby run, which you like at a very slow and casual pace can easily keep up with.
yeah, I'm just like tree bearding behind them. You can show me where Phil's parents live. Come on.
And so yeah, they start leading you off. Back to you two. Okay. So, Gil, while Fee is occupied, what are you going to do? Are you just heading out, or are you actually going to, like, keep a distance and keep watch?
I'm going to round around.
Okay.
You know, like how you kind of watch someone from a distance, like there's like crowd between you. And then I'll find my way to wherever she goes.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, she's heading down this path. You watch as she just kind of like goes, like looks around and slips down this path to this like cul-de-sac area. This tiny little, like it's roughly like 10 by 20 space. It's like a little back alley area. You're just gonna kind of like keep an eye.
I'll keep both eyes on her.
Oh yeah, so you don't have your eye patch currently. So yeah,
I want to get in hearing range too.
Okay. So that'll require a stealth roll.
24.
Okay, so yeah, you're very sneaky. You're able to like find a little spot on the other side, the right hand side of this building with the like the marquee of the like compass, and you walk around and you can see that there's kind of like a little, almost like a divider between another building, but it's like a big root that's kind of twisted, and there's a spot. There's like a little spot in the center of it that you can peep through and look right in there, but it's like the only visible section. So if you were to stand slightly out of range of that hole, you would probably be able to hear what was going on the other side, as well as see.
Wait, so I can't hear from where I'm at?
From where you're at, you just got to a spot where you're pretty sure you could hear.
Okay. Well, yeah. That'll be mostly my priority, but I'm going to definitely try and see what's going on too.
Okay. Fee, you head on back there, and yeah, you don't see anybody else. As you're looking around, you don't really spot anybody. Seems pretty isolated. What would you like to do?
I'll take my pot out, but as I'm doing that, I'm gonna kind of glance over my shoulder for a second. I'm like, well, shit, I kind of want to get some answers from him first. I'm gonna try to poke at Crumb to wake him up.
Okay, you poke at Crumb, and he's like,
What? Oh, hey, Fee, how's it going? I was just taking a snooze. You sound angry.
You lied to me.
Lied? I didn't lie. I didn't lie to you. What do you?
you watch his eyes like shifting around.
I don't lie about nothing. I always speak the truth. Maybe you're just not prepared to hear it.
I mean, I might not be, but I need you to tell me some things if you can.
What? This authoritative tone, where is it coming from? I thought we were companions and pals.
I mean, I think we can be, but why did you say I was your servant?
Gil
said you're not.
What does Gil know?
I don't know.
Is he?
He said that's how these things work.
What things?
I don't know exactly. I'm going to talk to T in a second anyway.
The nature of our relationship is very elusive. I just think we should stick to what has been established at this point.
In a second.
And
He's
not
going to tell me the truth.
From it, because then, things get
you
weird.
You can't hide, Crumb.
I'm not hiding from anything, but if I wanted to, I could hide so well you'd have no idea I was even here.
You know what? I'm going to let that slide just go past for a second.
That's a very generous behavior of my servant. So I'm cool with it at the moment.
We'll find out who's the servant. But anyway, you're from the Feywild, right?
Yeah, I'm from the Feywild. Wait, do you not know?
And he like gestures at himself.
Like, what do you... Oh boy.
So you're well versed in Feywild. Do you know anything about where I came from?
I don't know nothing about where you came from,
shit.
But I'm a little light on the details. But good help is good help as long as you're capable. I don't care where you originated from.
Speaking of help, why did T send you? He said you were here to help me.
Yeah,
which also is kind of a funny thing considering I'm supposed to be your servant. Supposedly.
I think we're supposed to help each other. Like I'm supposed to guide you and give you like confidence that you can someday travel on your own. And
I guess I do need that
and stuff. And then you're supposed to do basically everything that I ask and kill bad guys that try to approach me because I can't get my hands dirty. My hands a little bit of dirt goes a long way with these things. And he holds his hands out. They're very tiny.
Very dirty.
Yes, they're also very dirty.
Just looks like he dipped him in a coal chute.
Okay.
So what can I help you with, the wise servant, mine?
I just want to know. You said you were here to help, but I mean, was it any certain circumstance that brought you that he thought this is a good plan right now?
There wasn't a lot of detail involved. He was like, hey, maybe go here and just assist for a while. Give me insight, Fee.
Okay.
Man, I can't wait for T to be like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Wait, did you say crumb?
Oh, shit.
Shit, dude owes me $12.
Not again. 11.
11. Yeah, he's all over the place, but you can't glean his true intentions or what he might truly know or not know at the moment.
Okay. All right. Oh shit. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get in a crouching position to try to look like I'm peeing.
What are we crouching
I told
about?
Gil I was peeing. Anyway, let's talk to T.
Do you need some privacy?
I'm not actually peeing.
Oh, Gil, give me a perception check at disadvantage since she's whispering at the moment. Everything else so far you have heard.
Oh shit.
22.
Damn.
At disadvantage?
Yeah.
25 was the other one.
Yeah, so you're listening, and apparently it was a lot louder than she intended because you hear very clearly that you were pretending to.
I'm trying
that she was
not
pretending
to
pee.
laugh.
So she's crouched down.
How convincing is my stance?
Give me
though?
performance.
Okay.
Actually, give me deception.
Okay. Oh. 8.
You know how you can just tell when somebody is actually using the bathroom? Whatever the opposite of that is what you're currently doing. You're like, you got one hand like directly below you while you're crouching.
Spider-Man pose.
Yeah. It's like it would the anatomy involved to pee like that would be quite bizarre.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take out my pot, put the branch in,
Okay.
and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right. So what are we doing here? We trying to contact the boss or?
Yeah, I found out I'm from the Feywild. He didn't tell me, so I kind of want to ask him
You're
about
from
that.
the Feywild?
I guess.
Who told you you're from the Feywild?
Gil.
Man.
I guess Gil has told me a lot.
How do we know we can trust this Gil guy? The moment I met him, I saw his face. I was like, that's the face of a liar.
He does lie sometimes.
And he tried to swat me. What kind of a monster is going to swat somebody like me? I'm perfect.
he did say he doesn't like sprites. I'm sorry.
He
I'm
said
sorry.
that? He said that while... Was this before or after I showed up?
You just maybe have to try to just prove him wrong.
Why should I have to prove him wrong? He should prove me wrong.
You're right too. I guess
Yeah.
both.
No, but me slightly more though, right?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Gil gasp, revealing his location.
Cut to commercial. When we return to Days of Our Lives.
Crumb pats you on the head.
Good job. Yeah, that's the right answer there, servant. Sophie, do your thing.
Okay.
Get him on the horn.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Okay. You plant the branch, and it is early afternoon. This is a very difficult time to try to contact your friend, T. And give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Does this seem remotely familiar in any way to me?
Give me...
Rolled a 20.
Wow.
24.
Okay. 1 sec. I want you to give me an Arcana check, Gil.
11.
11. This is not very familiar. You may have seen something like this in passing, but this is such a bizarre series of events that you're witnessing that's kind of throwing you off. You're like, what the fuck is this chick doing?
My shadow's gonna try, put his hand on my shoulder and try and look past me.
So yeah, with that, you got 20?
24.
24
total.
for Arcana. Yeah, you feel like you plant this and you're like, there's something weird about the resonance here. The time of day is kind of off, but you think to yourself, you remember somewhere in the back of your mind that if the higher up you go, regardless of the time of day, it improves your likelihood of communicating, especially if you were around something natural like a tree.
Time to go tree climbing.
But yeah, at the moment, nothing's happening. But Crumb, like, floats, he, like, flaps off and he's staring, he looks up at you, he looks back at it. What are we waiting for?
We gotta go higher.
Higher?
Yep.
Like,
We gotta get up high.
like, you want me to get on your head?
I don't think that'll work. I think we have to climb a tree or something. That might help.
He, like, looks up. All right, we can go up there. I can just buzz right up, but you have a surprising lack of wings on you.
I do,
You know,
but
that's something
I
that we're gonna have to
I like
improve.
tree
You would
climbing.
be so much better with wings. Not
Can
that
you give me wings?
I can't give you wings right now. I'm sleepy,
Why would
but
you talk about wings?
Did you bring your crampons?
I'm just saying, if you're looking for a method of improvement, which everyone should always be seeking, wings would be top of the list, because you don't even know. If you've never had wings, you don't know how good it is to just be able to be like, flapping around, zip-zapping all over the place. Nobody can stop you. You're basically untouchable.
It does look pretty liberating. How do I get wings?
I don't know.
Well, shit.
So you're gonna climb up there, you're gonna get yourself a long rope and throw it over one of the branches and maybe do like the pulley system, or how are we gonna get up there? Do you want me to fly up there and see if there's like some sort of vine I can lower?
Yeah, that sounds great. That's actually really helpful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I figure I'd throw you a bone every once in a while, because, I mean, so far, you've allowed me to sleep on your shoulder, though, now that I think about it, you did wake me up very rudely by poking me right in my stomach, so,
I mean, I thought you lied to me, which I still don't know for sure, but...
All right, we'll just call that on-the-job learning so far. It's, you're new to this, so, yeah, I won't hold it against you. So, you want me to fly up there and see what I can see?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, get ready, get set. And he zoops up, just flies up, and he gets
there
up
it
about 50 feet, and he's like, hey, okay, maybe this is a bit outside my wheelhouse at the moment. I'm gonna have to take this a little bit slower. I thought I could just shoot right to the top, but I might have to take a more leisurely pace. And then he starts like slowly flying away and up and up and up.
Have some cream of mushroom soup.
Zip, zip, zip.
Some zupa.
Gil, what are you doing at the moment? You've heard all of this. You were able to even see some of it.
Yeah.
And the lack of pee.
I honestly don't know.
Imagine if you were wrong.
How close am I?
You're probably within 10 feet on the other side of this, like, knotted root that's kind of dividing you guys.
There's not a way to squeeze through on this side?
No, it's like a fist-size hole. You could climb over it, but it would require some rolls.
I'm gonna just go the natural way and
Go back around?
yeah.
All right, so you come back around, and Fee, you see, after a moment, you see Gil walking down this little avenue to where you are.
Boy, that was a long pee.
Yeah, I drank a lot of water and stuff.
What's going on? Where's the little guy?
He flew up, so I'm gonna climb this tree. Do you climb trees normally?
Yeah, I'm an expert climber.
Oh shit. So I might need a breather for a second up there.
What?
God damn it. I've been lying. I'm sorry.
That was easy.
I'm trying to talk to T, and I don't know how secretive I'm supposed to be when I talk to him. We haven't discussed it because he is wildly unavailable.
How do you talk to it? Him? It?
Standard way that you talk to your friends. You put them in a pot, and then you talk to them when they can talk to you.
That's not how I do it.
Really?
Huh.
Oh,
Do you need help? I can make sure you don't fall, or I can at least break your fall.
that would be nice. Thank you. And I mean, yeah, while we're waiting, we can maybe chat a little bit. You want to chat?
Perfect time to separate. Going back to Can
Well, I'm waddling out of the shop now.
with this giant book on your chest. And as you exit, you can see off in the distance, you can see Nezrah being led by a group of children away, and he's just slowly walking, and these kids seem super excited.
Oh. I'm going to holler at him.
All right.
Nez!
Give me, or what's your passive perception?
12.
Yeah, you hear it.
Oh, Ken.
I'm waving.
Wait up!
You see, you see that.
Waddle run
Yeah,
with the book.
You see that Can has this giant book. Yeah. You see that Can has this giant book on their chest.
Oh, what do you have there?
Oh, you're gonna love this. It's a book, and it's full of plants and stuff. Local ones.
Oh, that does sound amazing.
I have to bring it back so it's not like it's mine, but it's mine for the time being.
Didn't rhyme. You gotta end on the rhyme. I know what I'm supposed to do.
It's like a John Ralphio rhyme.
Big Ben clock.
These children are gonna show me to the parents of.
And I kind of lean down and cup my hands over to Can.
One of the missing children.
Oh. Yeah, the people at the shop didn't know anything.
They didn't even know that there are children missing?
Oh no, they were well aware of that.
Oh.
But they didn't know anything about, where those kids were, or what took them, or if they're ever gonna come back.
Also, it seems like the other children, at least these ones, don't know that they're missing.
Oh. What did they think, that they were just sleeping or something?
I think so. That is one of the theories, actually.
That makes sense.
Their hypotheses do leave a lot to be desired.
Well, I mean, my thought wouldn't instantly go to abduction.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they don't talk about a lot of things openly.
Then you hear,
Hey, are you guys coming?
Oh, sorry. And then, Kat, do you want me to hang on to the book, or you got it?
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go.
Can, you notice, as you kind of, move forward, these little, mushroom kids are just a little bit shorter than you. And they, look at you, kind of cryptically, they're trying to discern what exactly you are.
An adult.
You just say that.
Respect.
Yeah, and, one of them, gets real close.
What are you?
I am a halfling.
Really?
This is my friend Can.
And you're a dragon?
I am a Dragonborn.
Oh, cool. Are you coming to talk to Phil's parents?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go.
All right, lead the way. Thanks.
Did he draw you a picture too?
Is Nez giving me a look?
Yeah, I kind of look at her and I just kind of very slowly and very a small curt nod.
Yes. And a lot of them.
A lot of pictures?
But so many that I had to leave them at home.
Wow.
Clutch.
You got so many pictures. Is he famous artist?
Yeah. That's why I keep them in this waterproof box to preserve them.
Whoa! So are these worth money? And it's like trembling hands are holding up this picture.
Maybe, but usually they become more valuable the longer you keep them.
Oh man, are you? It looks back at you, Nezrah. Are you going to be like? Are you famous in dragon water?
No, actually.
You should go to dragon water. Apparently, a bunch of artists are there.
I would love to go to Dragonwater.
Oh, will you take us to dragon water?
I don't know that your parents would like that.
If we can convince
That's where all the missing kids
It's me. I'm taking them away.
Tucked into your fucking poncho.
Yeah, you had no idea. They're just clinging onto you.
Solve the mystery. It was me all along.
Yeah, but he like looks up at you like starry-eyed. We can ask our parents to take us there once you're there. We can come visit you, and you can draw more pictures for us.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah, they always are like, yeah. They're like high-fiving each other.
Instantly, like fucking Brazil soccer riot.
Burning the village. Essentially a very tall or small form of that. And yeah, they're just like, they're
Flipping
like,
play school
they're like
tables
trying
over.
to high-five you, Can. Like, yeah!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right this way. And they like lead you. You guys walk or you guys are walking, but they're like racing along. And eventually you guys get to like a medium-sized mushroom structure. It looks about the general size.
I like to think one of them has like too much front loaded and he kind of falls down as he's like,
Oh yeah, these kids are like bumbling around. They haven't gotten the full.
one of them is running circles around the group as they go.
Yeah, they're very excited as you guys are like running. These kids are like wired for sound. Now that
drinking
someone
Surge all
famous,
goddamn day.
yeah, someone famous is with them. Like, oh man.
Cripes.
So yeah, you guys get to this house, and it looks like a standard little mushroom cottage there. And you can see that there is a Basidi sweeping the porch, kind of sadly, out front. Yeah, and all the kids approach, and you like see the Basidi like look down. Hello. Who might I ask are you coming to visit?
Hi, my name is Nezrah. This is my friend Can.
Hey.
That's so funny to me. Hey.
And I know it's a very sensitive topic, but I was hoping to maybe ask you some questions.
About what?
About your child, Vil.
What do you know about Vil?
Very little. That's what I was hoping to gather information from you.
And like you watch as they hold up a finger, and then like look at you very seriously, then look at Can, and then look around like they're looking for others, and then back at you.
You can come inside. Have you just come from the leadership?
We did, actually, yeah.
So you were tasked with finding the children.
That's us, yes.
Come inside. I will tell you all you want to know.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Me too?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then the door is already open. They like kind of drop the broom and lead you in. The kids are like outside. Do you want us to wait here?
I kind of get down on one knee and I put my hand on the shoulder of the one that's holding the picture.
I think for now, you guys can go back to playing, and I thank you very much for showing us the way.
Yeah. Okay. Your name is Nezrah?
That's it. You got it.
Nezrah. Okay. Nezrah. Like they all like are trying to commit it to memory. Okay, Nezrah, thank you.
Thank you.
And then you hear him go, bye, Can. Bye, Can.
Bye, guys.
And they all rush off as you guys head inside.
One of them is cartwheeling after the others.
Yeah, you're led into this mushroom cottage, and you haven't been inside a ton of buildings yet, but this one, it seems like a lot of the stuff was intentionally shaped for comfort, grown in a comfortable way. And this one, unlike the one that well, you wouldn't know this, but unlike the one that Gil was in recently stealing from, this one they've done some decorating in here. There's like some portraits that have been painted and stuff like that, and that's like the first thing either of you guys would notice is you see 2 adult Basidi and you see 2 that look to be like maybe teenage years, and then 1 younger one that would be roughly the same age as the kids that led you here.
Is that one Vil?
And I point at the littlest one in the picture.
That is Vil.
So when did Vil go missing?
Vil went missing 3 days ago.
Do you know about what time?
We put him to bed, and when we woke the next morning, he was gone.
Were there
any signs of forced entry?
Double jump.
Did you notice anything else missing from Vil's room? Or anything that might have been out of place or broken?
Well, nothing was broken or necessarily out of place, but the interesting thing is that his stuffed creature was gone as well. The one he sleeps with, that was made for him.
Oh.
What was it? What kind of creature was it?
They like tilt their head to the side.
One of the nonsense toy creatures that are sometimes produced.
Oh, a Pikachu. Okay.
Just filled with stuffing.
Okay.
I don't know that there was anything particularly different about the toy, but he did take that with him everywhere.
Is there a window in Vil's room?
There is a small window.
Could he and or somebody else fit through that window?
Unlikely. Would you like to see his room?
If that's okay.
And then, it leads you both into this like smaller section. What is going on?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Coming in your window, snatching your people up. It's happening.
Hide your shrooms. Hide your
Other shrooms.
other shrooms, yeah.
You're led in like the small room, and you can see the issue immediately, Nez. The window is like almost like an arrow slit window. It's very, very thin.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see like there's like a little bed looking thing there that seems to have been grown out of it, and it's very small, so Vil was not very big. And yeah, you can see like there's like next to the bed is a bag, like some sort of like knapsack, and it looks like it's kind of open. It has some things inside of it.
I'm going to stand in the entryway of the room, and I'm just going to do like a quick rough sketch of the room.
Okay. Are you doing anything at this time, Can?
I'm going to start kind of leafing through that pack.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
And then as I'm sketching, I see Can doing that. I just kind of cock my head to the side.
Is it okay that she does that?
Yeah, anything that will help. I would prefer you don't take anything, but you can peruse anything in my
I don't want your kid stuff.
Good.
Kansas eating one of his cupcakes.
This is gonna expire.
Like, slowly just stuffing the whole thing, like eye contact with the parents. I'm trying to think of like polite ways to ask them questions. Like, oh yeah, go with your investigation check.
19.
Okay. So can you start leafing through, and you see there's like a about 10 foot of rope that's like bound up. You can see that there's a sleeping roll inside. There is like a makeshift climbing hook, small butter knife, and you can see that there is a pouch. And when you open up the pouch, there are like about 5 copper pieces of coin that are in a currency you don't recognize. You also see that there is like a bag of like what appears to be dirt inside. And a 19, you said?
Mm-hmm.
With a 19, you also see that there's like a little section in the bag that has been stitched closed. But it's definitely a pocket that was very hastily stitched closed.
Ooh.
I use a butter knife to pull the stitches out
Okay, you
expertly.
rip through the stitches, and inside is a little wooden toggle with an emblem on it.
Ooh.
Can I tell what's the emblem?
The emblem is it's in the language that you can't read.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hold that up to his parents.
Okay.
Do you recognize this?
And then you see a look of kind of shock on their face.
Yes, that is my son's medallion.
His medallion?
Yes.
What's that?
It was a necklace piece that he wore a lot. I didn't know it was still around.
What's the emblem mean?
It's the symbol of our house.
Now, instead of anything else missing, did you find anything here that wasn't here previously?
Well, that is interesting to see, considering my son has not been in the village. My eldest son has not been in the village for maybe 6 months, and we thought that he was living in Moonsong.
Oh, did he leave on amicable terms?
Sort of. He wanted to forge his own path out in the world.
Would he have given Vil this medallion?
It's possible. Vil did really like his older brother, and perhaps he was gifted it before he left.
Was Vil planning on, going on a trip?
What do you mean?
I mean, he has a packed bag here.
Dude's got a go bag.
This is an adventurer's pack.
I do not think that a Basidi of his age would be capable of surviving outside of the village.
Well, is this standard pack stuff here?
Did he express wanting to follow in his older brother's footsteps?
Not that I am aware of.
What's your oldest son's name?
His name is Gramp.
He's my grandpa.
Grandpa Joe.
Gramp with a B.
Oh, Grandpa.
Okay. And are there any magical properties to this medallion?
No, this was something that he made long ago in the forging when he became in our village, an adult.
Have you spoken with any of the other parents of the missing children?
I have, at great length.
Are there any similarities?
Other than disappearing either at night or in the morning, not so much.
And they all went missing from their houses?
Some of them. Some disappeared in the mornings after they left their homes. What were you going to say?
Did they all have bags packed too?
I do not believe so, no.
Did he talk about it?
I guess I didn't specifically, but I've seen some of their rooms left untouched, as the leadership wanted to see when they sent an investigator.
So nobody was like, it's weird that this kid has a bag packed with a rope, a butter knife, victuals,
I
coins.
perceived it as something that he would do. He did like to play with his friends outside and go on their adventures. In the mind of a child, there is very little that does not seem like an adventure. At least that is what my assumption was.
I think that's a fair assumption. Too true.
Who was the investigator that the council sent?
There's been a few. The first one was Gromish. Gromish is the chief bailiff for our village. Then Ganoderm did some investigation, but Ganoderm is ill-suited to the task. After that, it was the onus of the leadership to try to hopefully persuade anyone who came through the village to find it. It was from travelers that came in who said they saw Basidi children not far from the village, giving their location, that we became concerned about what had happened. We still have not figured out how they have left or why we cannot leave, but we know their relative location.
Are any of these travelers that reported seeing the children still in the village?
They are not. They went off to go rescue them, and they have not returned. They took with them the money they were paid and left.
And this is kind of generally the idea that you got from the leadership, that these people either died or they were just like, fuck this.
Up.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
I gotta fight my inner desire to want to investigate.
Yes, you do.
Because
You ain't here, boy.
And Gil wouldn't care.
That's true.
I really care, and I have other questions, but I can't ask them. So,
he says, do you want anything to drink or to eat? While you look this over, I'm willing to let you have full reign of our home so that you can further ascertain any information.
I appreciate it, but I'm actually okay. Thank you, though. Ken?
Well, what do you got?
We've got some fine dirt just procured this morning.
Nom, 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 nom.
I forgot that I ate a pretty big breakfast.
Very well. If you require anything, let me know. I will leave you to your investigation unless you have further questions at the moment.
Actually, do you know Egrel and Dajos's... Dajos?
Dajos.
Dajos's parents' names?
Yes, I do. Their parents are Thenra and Wom.
Where do they live?
Not far. If you continue down this way, you can find Thenra's home. Thenra's home has a peculiar overgrowth of fungal coral in the front yard. It is bright pink.
Ooh.
And Wom is one of the town leadership, so you can likely find Wom at the leadership building.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Speaks very strangely.
that guy.
Yeah, not gonna question Wom. Whoa.
Okay.
We're going to switch back to you two.
Cool.
All right, what do you want to chat about? I'm in the open book. Now's your time. No one else is here, man.
So, how did you get out of that crossing guard position? Isn't that like a lifelong thing?
Crossing guard? I didn't
not
guard like a road or something.
Not crossing guard, you know what I mean. The fake cross protector people.
Do you know about that?
Do I? I think I do, don't I? Well, I saw him, or I saw that he
But
was...
you don't remember that.
Well, I explained to her that is what I was doing when I saw her come out.
Okay. So it would make sense you'd think he was a crossing guard, since the context that you have is just him saying guarding the crossing.
Yeah.
That's actually, like, if you come across another one of me, that's a very insulting way to
I'm so
describe
sorry.
the job. It's
shit.
It's a place of honor. That being said, I did not like it at all.
Yeah.
How did I come across it? I don't know. Like, my dad, for one, like, our family has kind of always been doing that. They just randomly assign you and tell you, hey, you got to do this. There's pockets of the Feywild where there's like a leader guy, and he's like, I command you to do this shit, and then we had to do that. Otherwise, you risk a lot of bad times. So, I mean, I did not apply. I was put into that position, but I just didn't want to do it anymore. And
That's fair.
like, I mean, you know the area around Fjallurden is there's ocean and there's like a port town, and I met a lot of people who sailed the seas, and I just wanted to get away, and I did that.
Yeah, and that's
awesome.
what you've been doing in the meantime?
Yeah, man. Like, I've been
Shipping?
exploring the world.
That's cool. Yeah. And what about, like, your mom? I know you talked about your mom before. She sounds kind of like she knows a lot of stuff. And was she, like, cool with you leaving? And your dad, I guess. And I guess that president guy.
So my mom and my dad didn't really jive over time. My dad lived on his own in the grotto, and my mom has her estate house and stuff. So I spend most of my childhood at my mom's house because it's way nice and swanky, and there was a lot of people in town that I get along with. But then when I got older, it got a little stuffy, so I moved to my dad's, and we were partying for a long time. My mom doesn't really tell me what to do or anything, so I didn't really ask her. But sometimes I still talk to her, and she's very magical. She knows a lot of shit about magic.
And as he says that, Fee, you watch as his eye starts like spinning around a little bit, almost of its own accord, and like then zeroes in right on you.
And that's
What's your eye doing?
what are you talking about?
Your eye, it's going all over. What is that?
I cross my eyes trying to look at them. I don't know. Anyway,
That's a good picture.
I mean, that's why I brought it up, because she knows a lot about the magic stuff. And since you decided to not to lie to me more, I want to not to lie to you more.
This is good.
I was
Development.
watching you do this stuff, like,
You were watching me?
yeah, and
Oh,
you're.
good, I didn't lie.
It looks like you have a way to communicate with this magical guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a very similar way to talk to my mom.
I thought you said you don't communicate with people by pot.
I don't buy pot.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a mushroom. Now,
Oh.
if you're ever interested and you want to stop getting bullshit from that little guy, we can actually sort you out and find out what's up. But you have to trust me, and we have to go together.
Can I trust you?
I think so.
Give me insight, Fee, if you're actually trying to discern if he's
Yeah.
telling you the truth.
You've told me a lot of really groundbreaking things. It's just that's kind of what I'm trying to decide. Crumb's telling me one thing, you're telling me another. I rolled a 1, which is really bad.
So you believe whatever it is that you believe.
For the record, Gil does not know if he's telling the truth.
I mean,
Yeah, man, you could totally trust me.
I don't know. But in the meantime, even though Crumb supposedly thinks I'm supposed to be his servant or something, I mean, maybe give him a break. I don't know. As we can try to figure him out. He could be helpful. Like right now, he's being helpful. Getting me a vine, go up.
I just know
help.
I've known some people that have been trapped by certain things.
And him?
Well, no. Well, I mean, just fairies in general are little fuckers, and they swindle you all the time. So I wouldn't trust him in general.
I thought they looked cute and fun in the
That's
books.
how they get you. But aside from that, you seem to have like not a contract, but a very quid pro quo relationship going on, and those can often lead to bad shit. So I don't know. Just be careful.
What are both of you guys' passive perception? I think yours was 12.
17.
17. Okay, so you're kind of like baffled by what he's saying. Obviously, this is a lot of confusing information. Gil, you hear like the smallest snap of a twig coming down the path, and you can hear like very light steps.
In one motion, I just pull out my rapier from my cane and turn.
Oh God, did I say something?
And slowly a shape emerges from around the bend into this little alleyway, and you guys are staring at a human. And this human, like, looks at you. Gil?
What?
Fee?
What?
And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Whoa. What?
Excuse me?
What? What is that?
Wow.
That's wild.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Wowie,
Wow, wee, wow.
Wow.
Yeah?
Humans are few and far between in this campaign so far. Oh, what is this arc called, by the way?
This arc... let me consider some options. By the next episode, I should. I'll try to have something here.
Schmonsequences.
Give me a few. Okay. Because there's a couple of things it could be, but
I'm excited to see how you guys suss out the whole mystery of everything, because Gil is not going to do anything. Yeah. So.
And keep in mind, you guys do know the relative location of where these kids are supposedly at. But yeah, there's definitely some detail that could be gleaned from...
Wait, remind me again what that is.
3 miles north of the village.
Now it's time for tonight's MVPC.
Okay. Let's do it.
I want to know who you guys believe should be voted as the most valuable player character and receive an additional D10 of DM inspiration. Now, for your benefit and the audience at home, Nez is 1, Gil is 2, Fee is 3, and Can is 4. On the count of 3, I'll have you guys hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe should be MVPC. I will allow you guys a moment to think and decide, and then we will vote.
Look, I just love us. We did good.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, vote.
What are the numbers again?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, I wasn't looking. I was closing my
It's the
eyes. So I
same
didn't
as every
see.
time.
Why would you close your eyes?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4?
it's the order that we say our names in.
All right.
Who's you?
Wow, so that is...
Yeah!
That's one vote.
Yeah.
One vote for Nez, 1 vote for Gil, 1 vote for Fee, and 1 vote for Kane.
I love it.
guys.
I love it.
Here.
This
All right.
is a good episode
keep 'em up
when
so
we
I
tie.
We made it dirty.
All right, Nez, why did you vote for Can?
I really like Can talking to like the shopkeepers and sussing that stuff out and getting like the plant book. And I just really love the visual of the book Bjorn.
So cute.
The book Bjorn is MVP.
All right, very nice. Gil, why did you vote for Fee?
I really loved the arguing and talk between Crumb and Fee. Like you guys were you were talking over each other.
yeah.
I just loved it. It seemed very natural, and yeah, it was good.
It was real good.
Fee, why did you vote for Gil?
I appreciated that he entertained the lie and didn't just pop out and be like, hey, and that he also decided to not lie. And it was good getting to know him and talk to him. And I appreciated that he's willing to spot me when I do climb the tree. So.
Very nice. And Can, why'd you vote for Nez?
I voted for Nez because I thought that he put in a lot of legwork with the investigating and getting that ball rolling.
I felt like
nice.
you
Actual
both
mission.
were an episode of a criminal investigation show, and I was like so.
You were criminal
Drawn in.
investigation.
I changed my vote to Seth.
For puns.
Just
All
for puns.
right, that means tonight's MVPCs are
Everyone.
Nezrah, Kaziel, Gabriel, Gildebrand, Molani,
Gabriel,
Ophelia, Midori, and Kanak, Anga.
Hell yes! Hell yes!
You guys will each receive 1d6 of DM inspiration.
Hell yeah.
What did we decide? If you don't use yours, do you lose it?
You don't use it, you lose it.
God damn it! I barely rolled shit.
Yeah, I
You could have
didn't
used
do a
it to hold the book.
I could have used it to pee better.
we could like maybe have like 2 slots in case you don't.
No,
That's
it's
too
fine.
complicated.
It's fine.
All right.
I'll just guess Cam is probably just gonna die in this next episode.
No, now you have a D6, so.
And what's a fucking D6 gonna do for me, baby?
Well, that attitude is
Unappreciated.
Sorry, guys. Didn't want you to hear that.
Can't believe we witnessed
Sorry you
the
had to
fight.
witness that.
But yes, so that is it for tonight. Folks, thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. Tomas, tell them where they should go if they'd like to let us know what they think.
It scares me when you say our real names.
We're in trouble?
Well, you can be like Chris D and go to Castbox if you want, or you could go to Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. We will find it someday and we will read it on the air. Rate us, give us 5 stars. Otherwise, don't rate us. But we appreciate you rating us and leaving reviews.
And we'll be really sad if you don't.
Very nice. And if they'd like to support us in a monetary fashion while receiving gifts in return, Billy, where should they go? What should they do?
The store?
Go to the store. Go to patreon.com/D20_syndicate and check out our different tiers that we have. And they have a bunch of cool stuff. If you go with the highest tier, you get a sweet swag bag with some cool stuff. Tomas does a lot of mini painting, and we've been throwing those in there.
Shh, don't tell them about the swag.
Shit, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. It's fine.
I didn't know it was a surprise. Everybody talks about it perpetually, all the time.
Yeah. Who knows what's in there? A bunch of fun shit.
Yeah, we throw random stuff in there, and it's neat and cool. And then you get access to a secret part of the Discord, which I will use that as a segue into our next section.
Lindsey, tell them about the Discord.
Discord is free. Discord is free and it's where you want to be, so go to the Discord now.
With me.
With me. And
Got to end it on the rhyme.
yeah. And that's where you can talk about like stuff Billy was just mentioning. And if you got cool swag bag stuff or something. Or if you want to talk about the show, or if you want to talk about not the show, that's fine too. You just talk, you post some GIFs, you post some memes. It's a lot of fun. Just get in the Discord. The link is in the description, not bio.
Could be a bio.
I'm learning.
Description.
It's a biotic description.
Michaela,
Yes.
tell them about merch.
I will tell you all about merch. TeePublic.
Yes.
Use some links. Find them. Websites. Links. Click. Just go.
Double click.
Find it.
Right click.
Lots of stuff. Lots of t-shirts. I was just poking around there and I noticed we also have onesies. They are not adult size. We are
She
working
said
on
disappointedly.
it. So please stop complaining. I'll get you a onesie if I have to make it myself.
Yeah. Put your baby in a Busty Belbas.
Busty Bilba's baby Bjorn.
And that's literally all you need to know about merch.
The only thing.
I covered it.
It's been really cold out. Are there like sweatshirts or something?
Definitely yes.
Nice.
And there are lightweight ones and there are heavyweight ones. I checked.
Ooh.
I wouldn't get the lightweight one. I get cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
That's more of a fashion sweatshirt.
Yeah.
High fashion.
Fashion is dead.
Except at TeePublic. Look at the description.
Make a statement.
Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. And see you next week. I am your host and DM, Seth. And this is the D20 Syndicate Podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's snowing.
Oh no. I don't like it. It's not good.
Suck my balls. It's going to be snowing until like real late.
Shit.
This is going to be a treacherous drive.
If we drive.
If we drive,
Yeah.
we could fly. Or we could tunnel our way back.
You guys could sketch.
Wouldn't it just be the fucking tits if roads were all underground?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it would always be like 60 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
But then we'd have to worry about driders.
Small price to pay for not worrying
I
about
don't
the weather.
care.
We have enough guns to wipe them out. They didn't have guns in Faerun.
I'll just get some car bayonets.
Just imagining a drider with like 2 M16s. Just like,
Yeah, the driders would also have guns.
Oh my god, that would be so rad, actually.
All right, we're gonna play like a 3-session one shot. We're
Dark future.
yeah. It's like regular fantasy except
Guns.
Yeah, there's guns as well.
Lindsey, I'm going to cut off your right leg. just keep
is mine
putting
now.
it on the chair.
That is the one that was cramping, so maybe it'll do it itself.
Well, that'll solve the problem for sure. No more
Oh
cramps.
my god, my ankle.
do I have?
Oh my god. Oh my god, my ankle.
My cock-sucking ankle.
Yeah.
But water.
Butt water.
Butt water.
But water.
What was that? That was the weirdest place I've ever been kissed. Well, second weirdest.
Between my toes was the first
couldn't
one.
even do the like. I'm fucking cracking myself up.
It was right here. But also so close and so like tender. Just
And that's how you kiss. Close and tender.
She did the 2 hands and everything. I don't think anyone's ever done the 2 hands. Have you
Well,
done the
you've
2 hands?
never had true romance then.
I think so.
I think I've done the 2 hands. But I have not had the 2 hands squish my
I think
cheeks.
I've only done the 2
Alone
hands.
style.
Even with my baby hands, I feel like I'm dominating, or like I'm like trying to impose like dominance on.
Yeah, in the dance,
And I
who
don't
is the
like
lead?
that. I'm like, ugh, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like.
TikTok pushed this dumbass TikTok on me the other day, and it was like, boys, girls love it when you do this to them. And one of the things this lady said was, we love it when you touch our faces when you kiss us. And I was like, if anybody touches my fucking face, I'm going to bite them. I don't even care if it's my mom.
Yeah, I don't like the face touches.
I don't like
Oh,
people
okay. I
touching my
thought your
face.
foot was on here.
It
Does
was. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. And it depends on the touch too. So if they're like going like this,
I especially don't want palms
Yeah,
on
They're
my
like,
face.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
I don't like
smudging.
Yeah.
Just
I think I probably wouldn't have minded in my younger years, but the older I get, the more like conscientious I am of like things that I have touched and things that other people have touched, and then like touching other things.
Yeah.
Like even when I pet my cat, and then I'm like, I'm
going to eat some chips.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
just
prepare
touched my
food.
nasty cat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I have to wash my hands.
Yeah,
Or,
I feel like I wash my hands all the time because of Argus just existing
Yeah.
around me.
I do
Yep.
too.
I just become more and more conscientious of it, and then it just like sits in the back of my head, and I'm just constantly like, I'm disgusted.
If it's even like a day after Luna's had a bath, you get like a film if you touch her, and you're like,
Yeah.
ugh.
God damn it.
She's like, oh yeah, this is great, but I'm like, oh.
We're blowing the weirdest kisses we can at each other.
Like
You
basketball
guys are,
style.
I was gonna say you're doing like beach ball at a Flaming Lips concert.
Yeah, it's drug rules.
Drug rule.